What's up, guys? Welcome to the second video on the Scott's EDC and such channel. This is my B channel. I've got a whole separate channel that has nothing to do with EDC, being prepared, firearms, none of that stuff. So none of the stuff that's going to end up on this channel is going to end up on that one. That's the reason for this channel. And when I made my last video, the one making fun of, I'm out of coffee, Travis, Squib, help, I said that I was going to be doing some EDC stuff, maybe some preparedness stuff, home cameras, those kinds of things. Just, being prepared kind of stuff, because EDC is one form of being prepared. Firearms are another way, and on and on and on and on. And right now, it looks dark a little bit, right? That's because the power's out. So I figured I would take this opportunity to make a real world scenario video of being prepared for things, and having basic preps is not just for when the zombies come. And I think that might be the name of this video, is being prepared isn't just for zombies, or something to that effect. Being prepared is about more than just the zombies coming. I don't know. Something like that. Something with zombies, I'm sure. But right now, I am sitting here. It's been, look at my phone, it's been a little over 3 hours, 3.5 hours, that the power's been out. We had what they classified as a microburst. And I don't know exactly what that means, but some people are saying that it's, getting really super temporarily, microbursts, getting up to hurricane-ish level winds. I live in Utah. We don't see tornadoes very often because of our mountains and geography and stuff like that. I legit went outside looking for a tornado and was ready to grab the dogs and go, because it was that bad. I have this little dish that goes over the back of our window AC unit, big 10,000 BTU thing, and there's a metal tray that goes over it to keep the water from coming into it, and it had 3 bricks on it to keep it from moving, and the wind picked that up and threw 3 bricks at the window. How the window didn't break, I don't know. I'm really glad that it didn't, but point being, crazy wind knocked 7 of my fence panels down, and now I'm sitting here without power. And I know that there's going to be some people hurting tonight, unless our local power company, which is called Rocky Mountain Power, sorry, just adjusting this, gets done early, because right now the soonest estimate for fixing this situation is 2 a.m. So the reason that I wanted to do this is to shed that light on why it's so important to be prepared for every day the power goes out, or any other number of things. Because tonight, probably, it's summertime right now, so we got light for a long time. It's 8:16 p.m. right now. But within an hour and a half, it's going to be pitch black outside. Especially because I live out in the country, and we don't really have a whole bunch of street lights and businesses that are having ambient light going on. So it's dark when it's dark out here. And I know that there's some people in this, maybe less so in this particular community, because it is a rural community, so we're a little bit more on the side of being prepared most of the time, generally speaking. But this is going from here. I live in Utah, about 30 minutes south of Provo, Utah, and we are having power outages all the way up to Salt Lake City, about an hour and 20 minutes away. So there's currently 12,300-ish homes being affected right now, something like that. And I know there are people tonight, in about an hour and a half, that are going to have absolutely no light. Just talking about that one aspect. They are going to have no light except for what pops up on their cell phone. Maybe they've got a candle or something like that. Maybe they have one little flashlight that someone gave them for Christmas or something. But even just that one thing lots of people are going to be screwed on. And it's really not hard to be prepared for those kinds of things. You, of course, have, handheld solutions like this. This is just a little Olight i3T EOS. This is I think they call it the Lava Flow, I want to say. This was a recent acquisition. These are really inexpensive, especially when you get them on sale. And I have all kinds of other Olights and Through Nights and other EDC flashlights, and about half of them, maybe a little less than half of them, are rechargeable, but the more than half, just a little bit more than half, are like this, that actually take a physical battery. And this is a AAA, but I have others, other AAAs, AA's, just for situations like this where I can't recharge them, or I don't want to use, perfect example, I don't want to use my battery bricks to charge my flashlights because I'm using them to charge more important devices at the moment, like my cell phone, to make sure I can stay in contact with my wife, who's here right now, not here right now. I told her, just go and hang out at your parents until the power comes back on. There's no reason for you to be in the house where it's going to be dark and it's unnecessarily warm, so just go and hang out. That way I can tell her with that charged cell phone that I didn't use the power brick to charge my flashlights with, hey, power's back on, you can come home now. So that's one solution, is handheld flashlights. And this thing is like $15. Again, that's the i3T EOS. Very, very inexpensive. It's got the double pocket clip where you can put it on the bill of your hat. I'm sure that most of you guys that are into any kind of EDC have seen these kinds of things before. But that's just one solution. I also have solutions like this that are rechargeable and do last a good long time. It's got 3 settings. Setting 1, setting 2, setting 3. And it puts off a good amount of light. And like this looks like one of those, captured videos or something, like I'm setting ransom or something. But that's one solution. You can see that it's getting darker now. So those are good to have around. And another one of my favorite solutions, coming back to the physical sources of battery, whether that be AA's, AAA's, D-cell batteries, whatever it happens to be, having physical power where you don't need to plug it into something else like one of these power bricks is key. And I have one, I've got not one, but I've got several of these. And I'm pretty sure that I have the lights or the batteries out of this right now. But how you activate this is you simply pull it open. And it's got all these little LED lights in it. And the nice thing is, it doesn't necessarily change the amount of power that you're using when you do this. But if you want less light, you can just shut that so it's not open as much. Or if you want full light, then you open it all the way. And again, it doesn't, not to my knowledge, it doesn't turn them off as it goes below that line, so you're not using any less power when you're going this way, as an example. But it does let you control the amount of light that you're putting out. And to make sure that I don't end up in a situation where I go to use something like this, like a night tonight, and I find out that my AA battery cells have gone bad and started spilling out acid, not only the batteries aren't going to be any good now, but potentially ruining the device as well. I simply take the number of batteries necessary to run this device and I tape it to them. I don't know why I keep saying device like it's fancy. It's just a lamp. And you simply unscrew the bottom. Whoop. And bam, there you go. And once you've screwed it in, again, you're just pulling this up. And the nice thing about these ones is these let you hang them off of stuff like that. And I've even taken it a step farther to put a small little carabiner on here so I can hook it to other things. So this, I mean, you can get things that are similar like this, because there was one original brand of these and now everyone makes one. It's one of those things where you can find 30 different brands on Amazon that are all made in China and probably all made in the same facility, and they just have different names slapped on them. And you can tell this has been sitting around for a while because it's got dust on it. But it's going to come in handy tonight, and it probably cost, again, coming back to what I was saying before I got distracted, I think a 4-pack of these was like $15. And you can get them even cheaper, I believe, right now at, not Home Depot. Why am I blanking on this right now? The super budget store. Harbor Freight. There we go. I think you can get these even cheaper at Harbor Freight. So, again, I've only got about 10 minutes left on the battery for this camera right now because I didn't have it charged because I wasn't using it. The power just came back on. That's great. Alright, well, that's hilarious. What are the odds? I don't know. We'll see if it lasts. I guess I won't have to use this tonight, but I'm really glad that I had it. So before I run out of power on this battery, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go here. But please make sure that you have some kind of lighting. Again, I want to do more EDC type preparedness videos, EDC equipment reviews, thoughts on being prepared like this one. And it's not meant to be anything fancy. I'm not trying to become a big channel or start having people send me free stuff to review. If they do, cool. But, and there's Google turning back on. But I really just wanted to have a place to unload all this stuff that I've learned from other great people. Not that I'm a great people, but that I've learned from great people over the years, and have somewhere to dump it and just like get it out of my brain and say it to help cement it in for me, but hopefully teach someone else something too. So explore all these options. Explore little inexpensive lights. This thing's like $15 when you get it on sale. Normally they're like $19. They have tons and there's so many flashlight brands. Through Night, Phoenix, Olight, of course, Claris. I mean, the list just goes on and on. There's a million different solutions on Amazon for rechargeable batteries. Not batteries, rechargeable lights. There's all kinds of stuff like this, even if it doesn't look exactly the same, where you have emergency lighting that's really inexpensive and runs off of common, easy to find, cheap to buy batteries. By the way, cheapest place to buy AAA and AA batteries in bulk, Costco by far. And get the Kirkland brand because they're made by Duracell. So just get the Kirkland ones, get more, save your money. And have something like this around, because this would have been in it, still might. It might go down. We had a pole go down in town, so it might go on and off and on and off. So I still might be using this, but either way, I'm glad that I had it. I hope that you guys learned something from this video, and I'm glad that I didn't have to do that stuff, and I'm glad that I can turn that AC on, and I'm glad that I can take this shemagh off my dog and his brother, who were getting really warm. Huh? Come on, too. Choo-choo. Choo-choo. Hello. Want to say hello? There's I guess a little side tip. Take your shemaghs if it's too hot for your dogs. Get them soaking wet with cold water. Tie them on in the front. Cools them down like crazy, especially if there's some kind of a breeze. But there we go, guys. I hope that everybody learned something. I had fun making it. It was something to do while I waited for the power to come back on. It's pretty crazy that the power came on while I was talking to you about this. So have a great one. Make sure that you subscribe if you want to see more of these. Again, this is more of just a fun project for me. So I'm pretty sure that the coffee that I got on the recommendation from Travis is at the post office right now. So hopefully that video will be coming soon. Squib, I'm still waiting on your VR response video on what coffee I should get from online to try. But I'll see you guys soon. Montu, Wilkin, and myself say hello and goodbye, and insert end of video outro here that I have not yet come up with.